again. Another month has passed by, and I'll just say that every month it's so many things happening, so many things unfolding. What a moment of truth we're standing in. What a moment where the shadow is being brought into the light like never before. And what a moment to call upon our courage so that we can look inside this truth and receive the instruction it's giving us rather than blaming or judging or dividing us. Let it unify us. Let us see the diversity of the voices that are carried in our community in the strongest, clearest way so that we can continue to listen to the instructions the elders share with us, and we can continue to carry this prayer of unity and peace amongst all nations forward into the new dawn. So for this, I am so thankful today. You know, it's very interesting. Ever since Pluto entered the Aquarius, I was told that that means that miraculous things can take place that will totally restructure our social systems. And so it is. Last time I was able to report to you what had happened with the Vatican announcement and the big moment it was, and the next steps that are now being contemplated by all of our original people around the planet. Big discussions, deep discussions are taking place. It's a moment where it takes a lot of courage for the church now to hold the voice of that which has been suppressed for so long, so the pain can be expressed. And then we can start to take the steps that our elders are showing us that will help us find a healing to move forward and unify ourselves for this planet and for all of this creation and for the human species at large. And with that same kind of spirit, I want to bring to you today an announcement that I just heard yesterday. As many of you know, as we've been sharing along the trail, we were able last year to really bring to bear 2 land trusts in Colombia. We were following the instruction of the Kogi peoples and the elders there. They were giving us consultation, and they were sharing their protocols about how to bring this all into place. And the second land trust that we landed was with the village of Teneca, which is the first village, they say, which opens to the sacred territory of the Kogi peoples, or what they prefer to be called the Kagaba Nation. So yesterday I had a call, an amazing call, because after all of this work that we had done, there was a restoration flow of reciprocity coming from those Kogis high in the La Sierra Nevada and down into Teneca, and the protocol that was being put in place so the restoration of the foundation of the Kagaba Nation could occur. And with each step we took, we followed their instruction. And last week, the president of Colombia went to Teneca, and he gave back all of the Kagaba Nation land to the Kagaba people. What a moment of celebration. How humbling that we, in some small way, got to play a part in this great moment. That there is a wisdom landing in some of our world leaders when they're listening deeply themselves and are following through. They even extended some of the acreage around the national park so that all of this could be taken care of. So this is a moment we need to take and celebrate. Let us have, in the moment of all of our struggles and some of our sufferings, might we allow that energy of generosity and joy to join us also in this moment we're standing. And this is one of those that we don't want to pass by too quickly. We want to all put our hands together and give great thanks and rejoice that these kinds of land back movements are taking place by governments, by individuals. There is a new level of power in the land back process, so that these lands that have been taken away so long ago are now beginning to find their way back to that original holding by the original people who have the protocol of that territory and are listening still to Mother Earth and what she's needing right now in order to meet this moment of crisis on this planet. A real moment of personal crisis can appear, collective crisis, family crisis, global crisis. They call it the climate change crisis. Really, the climate change are just symptoms to what we've been saying for many years now at the Fountain, that we've got to take care of those remaining biocultural regions that are holding the space for all of life to continue to move forward in a good way. So we're here with that starting to happen, with big waves of possibilities and a restoration, a return, if you will, to an original way of life where all life was held as sacred. And in this moment that we're in, there is restructuring being required by all the organizations I know, and it's certainly landed within the Fountain and within the Center for Sacred Studies. And the two hands of the Center for Sacred Studies and the Fountain are holding the Mother Earth Delegation, our elders that are shining the light for us to walk into the next part of our story on this path that we are all walking together. And for that, I am so, so thankful. As we go through this restructuring, we're been given instruction that we must have singular focus right now, that we must call in that which is needing full activation and hold a singular focus so that the resources needed behind it will flow under this ship that carries us. And we can continue to do this level of service in the world with this prayer that we've carried now for almost 4 decades. And the prayer for all of this has been carried for generations and generations and generations by those original people. And they're still here, and they're showing us now how to weave the tapestry of a new dawn through all the different threads each and every one of us carry. So if your heart is hearing this and you want to flow some resources into the Fountain, are the Center for Sacred Studies, are the Mother Earth Delegation, so we can continue to carry out this instruction for the Mother Earth herself and for her peoples, we'd be ever so grateful. You can go to thefountain.earth, centerforsacredstudies.org, motherearthdelegation.com. Any one of those will allow that process to grow. And we'll be coming back to you next month with some more ideas about what we're doing to creatively meet these times and continue the walk. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for your support and your constant presence. It's what calls us into play. Have a blessed, blessed day.